Hello, good morning. Why doesn't somebody tell me when we're rolling? Hello, good morning, and welcome once again to the Library of Horror Hotel, where it's time for another installment of Creepy Cheapies with Dr. Lady. I'm Rock Madison, and it's time to take a look at another interesting mask here on Creepy Cheapies at Horror Hotel. And today's mask is one of those alien-type masks that I know you like so much, the classic gray aliens, and we've discussed several variations on that theme in previous episodes. And by the way, I believe this is episode number 1 million today. This marks, 1 million. No, I counted, Where was I? Oh yes, the aliens. Now, there's a certain planet out there, I don't know the name of it. It might be Kaputnik, might be planet Smoofuggle. I think it's Smoofuggle. But anyway, whatever weird planet it is, they keep sending invaders here, and they can't seem to get the invasion off the ground. They just can't seem to do it and really take over the Earth. And they've tried so many times. They've tried many times now. And so this most recent emissary they have sent is a mask from the year 2051. It's Evil Invader 21. What? I'm sorry, what? What did I say? Oh, my mistake. It's Evil Invader 51 from the year 2021. That's what it is. Now this one came out in 2021 from Ghoulish Productions, and it's kind of got that Ghoulish Productions look to it, but how do we know for sure? That's right, on the back, look for the Union label, I mean the Ghoulish label. You see that little cartoon skull with the flame around it? That, of course, is the Ghoulish logo. And say, as long as we're in here on this tight close-up, look at the paint on this thing. I did not enhance this in any way, okay? This is right out of the box from Ghoulish. Look at that. Are you kidding? On a mask that only costs around 45, 50 bucks? 50 bucks? 50 bucks for this thing. 50 bucks. Come on. Look at that. That's pretty awesome paint work. He's got the specklediness going on that makes him spectacular, you know? And then he's also got this, well, what would you call it? The spots, the pattern. There's the veins, and then there's also the spottiness going on that's sort of like the aliens from Alien Nation, and sort of like the Predator. And anyway, he's got a wonderfully detailed look, which is nice because even if people get up really close to him and get a really close look at him, or have more than just a moment to look at him at your Halloween party or your haunted house or whatever it is you're doing that involves alien invaders, he still looks pretty detailed and pretty realistic, and that looks like a very natural, naturally occurring sort of pattern. And it just gives him an interesting edge over a lot of the grays, which are traditionally just plain gray and don't have this extra detailing going on. And I especially like the fact that it's kind of subtle. You know, he's not white with black spots or anything like that. He's not like bright red and green and blue spots. They're just subtle. So from a few feet away, he just looks like a gray alien. But when you get closer, you see this beautifully painted, the subtlety of the spotty skin that really makes him stand out in a crowd of aliens. I said of aliens because I'm pretty sure he would stand out in a crowd of ordinary Earthers. And another interesting facet of this guy is, for some reason, he has black teeth. Why does he have black teeth? I don't know. I remember there was a Batman story, a Batman comic book, not from a TV show, but an old Batman comic book where there was a villain who liked some kind of nut, and I don't remember what it was. It was something that came from South America somewhere. It was some sort, and chewing them made your teeth black, and this villain had black teeth because he chewed that. I don't remember the name of the villain or what type of nut it was, so never mind. Let's get back to this guy. Maybe the black teeth is part of his bad attitude. I think you or I, if we had to go around with shiny little black teeth, I think we would have bad attitudes. like he does, don't you? Maybe the reason his planet keeps sending emissaries here so many times, 51 times now, you see, is because they need our toothpaste. You know, like Mars Needs Women. Do you remember that old movie? Probably not. It's a terrible old movie called Mars Needs Women. Maybe this was like, you know, Smoofugle Needs Toothpaste. But that doesn't look very good on the theater marquees back in the 1950s, so that didn't happen. But anyway, the evil Invader 51 is also unique in that, as an alien gray, he looks angry. Usually they look sort of passive or inquisitive, sort of curious, or just inscrutable, or at least a little bit stern. This guy just looks nasty. This guy looks mean and you know, ornery, as we say in Ohio. He is an ornery looking alien, isn't he? He's a nasty looking character, and you know, he's not friendly at all. He's not part of the E.T. Friendly aliens business. No, he means to do some harm here on Earth, or at least we would consider it to be harm. He thinks making himself ruler would be an improvement, and everybody would be happier if we would just, you know, go ahead and surrender and turn the planet over to him. Maybe he's right. I don't know. Humans are not doing a very good job. No, I know, you're right. He says humans are not really crushing it in terms of running the planet, but I don't know if we want him either. With those great big mysterious black eyes, make it a little hard to understand exactly what he's thinking. And as you probably could tell in the closer up shot, he has little slits for you to see out of up above there. And another unusual thing about him is that he's a little smaller than some of the grays. Sometimes the grays have big oversized heads. He just has kind of, you know, normal size. You see him next to me. Just has kind of a regular head size. Would be a good choice for kids or teenagers or people who don't have extremely large heads. And as far as what you'd wear with him, of course, a spacesuit. But if you can't find a traditional sort of classic silver lame, shiny looking jumpsuit, I would say I would start with coveralls, just, you know, jumpsuits, something along the lines of what Michael Myers wears, only add some weird sci-fi look detailing, maybe some hoses and buttons and blinky lights if possible, little boxes, little weird things to it, some little touches to sort of steer the suit of coveralls away from the garage mechanic and more toward the flight suit kind of look. I would do that for a costume, because I'm assuming you probably don't have access to a full body rubber suit painted like this that looks exactly like his skin. Probably not. So I'm going to recommend that. So that's your interesting mask for today. About 50 bucks. The Evil Invader 51. Are you sure that doesn't have to do with Area 51? Are you sure that isn't where the number came from? No, you're actually the 51st guy from your planet to try to take over the Earth. Will he succeed in taking over the Earth? Nobody knows. Tune in again next time to Creepy Cheapies. And, well, if Dr. Lady is talking about masks again, you will know that he failed. Otherwise, you may be seeing a new host next week. You may be seeing this guy talking about a mask next week that is popular on his planet. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.